Good evening, everyone. I figured I would do a sort of last minute edition of a holiday shopper's guide, or just in general, how to buy gifts for a gamer. Future me wanting to interject really quickly here at the beginning. This, by list of recommendations for gamers, is video gamers. Now, if you're wanting recommendations for board games, there's thousands of channels that are good for that. Personally, I like the Dice Tower. I find their videos to be pretty pleasant to watch and usually pretty neutral enough that it doesn't really matter what type of person you are. You're probably not going to be offended by anything they put out. So they're a decent channel to check out if you need recommendations for board games. And if we're talking about tabletop RPGs, probably can find something on their site as well, because they consider those board games as well. But this is a video for video games specifically. Anyway, back to the main video. And I'm not going into a super huge amount of detail in terms of specific game recommendations. This is just general tips that if you have a gamer in your life that you want to shop for, and your budget's somewhere between 20 and, well, to be honest, several $100s, some things that you may want to consider while you're looking around for stuff to get them. Tip number one, and this will seem obvious to anyone that's actually a gamer, know what you're shopping for. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, first off, PC or console. There's generally two different categories of gamer, at least in terms of what they primarily play. And that would be either they play on their PC at home, in which case, to be honest with you, shopping for them is going to be just a bit harder than if they are a console gamer. Console gamers have something like that guy in the background right here that they tend to play their games on. I actually have both. I play on both, and anymore, it's not that uncommon for people to actually do both. But you need to know what they primarily play on, what they prefer. And beyond that, if they prefer their console, which one? There's currently three big ones that are being pretty regularly pulled out by people. You have an Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. Now, Nintendo has the newest console in the market, and if the person that you're buying for is a Nintendo gamer, congratulations, you're probably going to have to spend somewhere from $60 plus to buy them a game or something along those lines if you actually want to get them something. However, if the person happens to play on PlayStation or Xbox, you have a little bit broader range in terms of costs. And if the person plays on PC, there's a ton of things that are actually free on PC, but obviously for a gift, you're not going to be looking to get something free.